Hello, everybody. This is Chris Friend Sr. Welcome to the Texas Takeover. This is Mr. Blueprint himself. Today, November 19th, 2016. As always, thank you for being a part of the team. First of all, I'd like to say congratulate you all that's that invested in the signals. It was a long thought out process. Okay, I thought about it for a long time before I decided to do it. I thought about it for a long time and gave it some thought. A lot of people asked me about it and all this and that. So I think I made it reasonably priced. All right, but I just have to have something for doing it. Okay. But I just wanted to go through and give some details and some things that my expectations when it comes to this. All right, the signal service. All right, because I've been involved in a couple of signal services, through my time in Facebook, Forex. I've been involved in Forex since April 2015. Okay, so I done seen a bunch of the ups, the downs. The good and the bad of it. I done seen all aspects of it, right? And one thing I do know is there's no such thing as a Holy Grail, okay? It's not, okay? So, there's no such thing as that, all right? I like simplicity. If you've been around me long enough, I like simplicity. And not only that, for the ones that's been around me since January, they know you never know where these signals gonna go to. And the signals could end up being free. The signals ain't no telling what's gonna happen next month. Okay, so 30 days, from the day, we start taking signals, okay? You never know what's gonna happen. All right? So you never know what your investment gonna lead to. The people that haven't been around me, that don't know me, they don't understand. But the people that's been around me, that know me, you never know what I might offer next month. Next month I might say pay $20. I might get next month free. You just never know, So you made a good investment, but it's some things to go with that I want to discuss. All right, this video is I'm recording off my phone, so it's 100% audio. Okay, so if you're driving or anything like that, you can just you don't have to worry about looking at the screen because it's 100% audio. Okay, 100% audio. But this is what I want to say. I want to lay some rules out here. Okay. Not saying that this is all the rules. Rules could be added as stuff happen. As stuff happen, I could be adding rules too. But I like to keep it simple. Okay. And it's one thing that signals can be good and signals can be bad. Okay. What I mean by that, it's two different scenarios. The first scenario, signals can be good, signals can be bad. What I mean by that is, a signal can be projected to be good, and it can go bad. Okay. The next projection of what I mean about the next scenario that I mean about the next scenario that I mean about. It could be good, it could be bad, is the fact that a lot of people would lose our focus and forget all about the curriculum. Okay? And, they'll be the individuals that their Forex career won't last long, okay? Because you never know, when I decide to put out a signal. I might decide to say, what, after 2 or 3 months, I'm done with it. You just never know. But I don't mind doing it, but I don't like confusion. I don't like confusion. Texas Takeover been around since January this year, and we probably had maybe 1 or 2 incidents about people being, acting crazy, whatever. I'm zero tolerance, okay, when it comes to that. Zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. So I need to lay the groundwork out, and and first of all, in order to get the signals, like I said on the web page, people ask, and some people have already asked me, already once they sign up, what time will signals be given? It's two things to that. First of all, the first thing is you cannot project when a signal gonna come. Okay, you can't do that. I mean, I can't do it. I mean, maybe somebody else can, but I can't. I can't say nowhere at 5:30 we're gonna be having signals. Okay, so, but the answer to that is this right here. Anytime the market is open, and if you don't know what time the market is open, then you in the wrong industry. Because if you don't know what time the market open, you don't know what time the market closed, then, and I'm talking about the Forex market period. The Forex market period, it doesn't matter if it's Asian, it doesn't matter what session. People ask me, what session do you trade? I can trade all sessions. Okay, so, I can trade all sessions. I don't discriminate when it comes to sessions. Okay, if it's a trade there, and that's feasible, hey, there it is. Okay, so you can expect the signal to come at any time. All right. So at any time the market is open, and I had to keep saying that because when I get that answer, when somebody asks me that question again, I mean, I'm not gonna answer it because you have to pay attention to things. Okay, it's like the curriculum. The people that are paying attention, the people that are following directions. These are the individuals that are being successful with the curriculum. Okay, if you coming in and you want to check signals every 4 or 5 hours or something like that, then guess what? You beating yourself. Okay, if a signal has been called, excuse me, if I call a signal, okay, and I call that signal, at 5 o'clock in the morning, that signal is good until I say it ain't no good, or until they hit take pay or stop loss. So if I call a signal at 5 o'clock and you see it 2 hours later, don't ask me is the signal still good. Go look at what the entry price was, and what the take pay was, and what the stop loss was, and look for yourself. Okay, where it is still getting good. All right. Now, when the signals in, whether they hit the stop loss, something like they hit take pay, I will also put that in the group. So hopefully that would decrease the people asking, is the signal still good? So if I call the signal and it hit take pay or stop out, I will place that in the group. Okay, I will place that in the group. For a little over $10 a week, you get somebody basically that's. I mean, you can't beat this for $10 a week. Okay, you just can't you can't beat it. Okay, so you're gonna have to pay attention. All right. I will not be answering any questions in regards to whether a trade is good or whether a trade is bad. I mean, whether a trade is still valid or not. Because when that trade go out of play, I will place it in the group. We hit take pay or we hit stop loss. Okay, I will place that in the group. Okay, so if you're not paying attention to what's going on in the group, then you lost. Okay. This requires for you to pay attention. Now, let me also say this about signals, and a lot of people don't understand. And I see this, and I seen this, while I was in other signal groups here and there. Just because you're getting signals, that doesn't mean that that you just set it and forget. You can. But you still want to be able to manage that trade. Because guess what? If I call a trade Okay, and it goes, if I call a trade and it goes, and if it's a 20 pip take pay, okay, you got your stop loss set, we in the trade. We get up 13, 14 pips. The reason y'all see me have so many, wins versus losses, because when I'm in a trade, I take one trade at a time. I don't have multiple trades open at one time. Okay, you already know all the trades gonna come from Great Britain Pound, JPY, and believe me, a couple people asked me what all that I'm gonna be looking at, and what all do you see me trade? I don't waste my time looking at any other pair. And that's what I'm trying to get my students to understand. Only thing you need is one pair. That's it. Okay, so that's the only thing I trade. When I start trading one pair and studying one pair, y'all see the results now. Okay, so just because it's a signal, if you just set that signal and walk away, it can go. It could be a 20 pip take pay. It can go up 19 pips. And then come back, bam, and hit your stop loss over a period of time. Okay. Now, if you're not managing that trade, I'm gonna tell you something. If I call, a 10 pip, a 13 pip, trade, when that trade get 8, 9 pips, into the trade, I move my stop loss up to break even. Okay. That's why y'all don't see me with so many losses, because I control I control it. I don't use trailing stops. Okay? A lot of people use trailing stops. I don't use trailing stops. I believe that if you're trading, you need to be watching the trade. Okay? So, if we're in a trade, each trade, I don't trade. I mean, I wouldn't call it a signal, y'all, if it's only if it's only going to be, 4 or 5 pips. I'm not going to do it, all right? All your take pay is going to be 10 pips or greater, okay? And you might occasionally see take pay 1, take pay 2, okay? All of them not going to have take pay 1, take pay 2. But you're going to occasionally see take pay 1 and take pay 2, okay? Let me say that again. All of the signals are not going to have take pay 2 or take pay 3. Some of them going to have just one take pay. Some going to have 2 take pays. It all depends what the market throw at us, okay? So it all depends what the market throws at us, all right? So I need you to keep that in mind too. Also, this is one question that would irk my nerves, and this is one question that would get you kicked out of the signal group. And that question is, I just have it to my mind. I didn't write it down. I'll come back to that, but it'll come to me in a few minutes. But anyway, yeah, you have to put, and I can't stress that. I can't stress it enough that you need to, just because it's a signal, you need to be watching that trade as well. You need to be, watching that and making sure that, he calling, 14, 15 pips. Well, when 12 pips to profit, I'm gonna at least protect my money. So if it go the wrong way, then I can at least break even. That's the beauty of it. If I get in a trade and I can break even, just seeing that blue, I don't care if it's 3 cents. It's better than seeing anything red. Okay. So keep that in mind too. If you're one of the persons that's not following your trades, then on the trades that we do lose, you'll see some people breaking even. Well, how did they lose and won? How did he win and I lost? Well, no way. That's because he is following his trade. It was up in profit. Yeah, it didn't hit take papers, but guess what? It was so far from the stop loss, he broke even. So when he broke even, worst come to worst, at least he didn't go into the negative. And it's gonna be trades like that it supposed to go 10, 12, 13, 14, 20 pips, whatever. And guess what? It get maybe 2 pips from hit take pay, and then go the other way. But if you're watching that trade like me, I'm gonna break even. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna be asking, why did this? Why did I lose? That's the question. That's the question. This is one question that will irk me, and this is one question that will get you kicked out of the group. Okay, what happened on that trade? Why did we lose? Okay, why we lost a trade? What happened? No, my only answer to you is the markets happen. Okay, because none of this stuff is guaranteed. You can predict something, and that doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. Okay, when I take a trade, I'm about 90% sure I know where it's going. And if I'm predicting to go to a certain price, I'm about 90% sure when I pull the trigger on the trade that it's gonna happen. Okay, I'm not taking no trade where I got a 50-50 shot of getting it. Okay, so don't ask me how did we lose this trade? Okay, because you can answer that question yourself by going back to the chart and looking at that trade. But what happened? Okay, well, the market makers, because you can have your take pay 10, 15 pips out, 15 pips out. I mean your stop loss, 15 pips out, and they go and stop hunt. Then bam, So I mean, it's one of them things. The market happens. Okay, so so don't. I mean, I'm not going to answer any questions in regards to why did we lose. I'm not going to ask. A lot of people I seen something last Friday where somebody lost had an auto trade or something, and somebody lost some money, and people was actually mad about it. I don't know what the individual's, win rate was, but people were mad about it. Some people said, well, I lost $4,000 or $5,000. And I'm like, how? Why? And that's another thing too. Don't, just because you see me trading 90% trader, don't go throwing the standard lots on there. That doesn't make any sense at all. Don't throw standard lots on there. It's just because you see me doing that. I mean, just because you see me trading 90% of my trades, don't throw standard lots on there. Because especially now, the one that can trade standard lots, that's different. But for you one that's just starting off, you're not trading forex full time. You're still working and juggling forex at the same time. Y'all see me, I trade nothing but quarters. Okay. I trade quarters, y'all, and y'all see me, I can still clear $700-800 a day. Okay? I think I traded Friday, and I think it was like almost $800 for like, I think I traded 2 or 3 days this week, and I mean I had a pretty good week. Okay? Trading 25 cents. Okay, I can easily have $1,000 days. All thing I gotta do is trade 50 cents. And I can have $1,000 days. But it's bigger than that, y'all. You can't come in here with greed. You can't come in here with the rush, trying to rush forex, because you can't rush forex. When you try to rush forex, guess what happens? You find yourself in a wreck every time. Okay, so I know it's a lot of people here now. And I'm not putting no name on nobody, but I pay attention to everybody in my group. It's a lot of people here now that all thing they got their mind on is making money. Okay, with Chris French, they call the signals. I'm gonna put a standard lot size on it. That's ignorant. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so now it's a bunch of people in the group that can trade $2 standards, $3 standards, $5 standards. That's different. But don't go doubling your lot size just because you get a signal from me. Okay? You had to take these trades in, and you have to study from them. Really, to tell you the truth, I don't really see anybody, that's in the group, 2 or 3 months at max, and you should need the signal service no more. I mean, you should be able to trade on your own. You should be able to study. Don't just study the losses, study the wins. What happened? Okay, he called a trade here. Okay, he called here. What happened? What did he see? Or if you see me you see me call a signal, go to your computer and see what's happening. Okay, this is setup you see. Okay, some setups might take 2 or 3 hours. Like Friday, the thing dropped 150 something pips. I was in on it because of the setup on it. Some people be looking for setups, and the setup already happened a long time ago. And the patient just play. You can see a setup at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it might not hit to 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so that's why I want everybody to understand, you have to manage your trade, okay? Manage your trade, check out every win, dissect every loss, and don't be greedy, okay? Because being greedy is not going to get you anywhere. Another thing, too, is this group right here, the Signal Group, it's 100% totally different. It has nothing to do with anything else but Texas Takeover. This group is by itself, and I need y'all to understand this right here, because it's going to be zero tolerance. It's not going to be a or anything of that. It's not going to be none of that. If anybody asks anything in any other Texas Takeover group about is the signal any good, still, anything in regards to a signal that was called, I'm kicking you out of all the groups. Period. Done deal. Okay? Done deal. Because with the signals, you have to pay attention. Everything you know about the signals you will have them in the group. Okay? In the signal group. When the trade is over with, it's gonna be in the signal group. Once it hit take pay, once it hit stop loss, I'm gonna put it in the signal group. Trade gone. The trade over with. Trust me, I'm not gonna have 2 or 3 trades open at one time. I trade one at a time. I don't trade 3 or 4 trades at a time. I don't do it. I see a lot of people having 2 or 3 trades open at one time. I don't do that. I trade one at a time. I have one position open at a time. Okay, so once you get one trade, and to that trade, once you get one signal, until that signal ends, you will not see any other signals in there. I only trade one at a time. Okay, now I might call the signal at 7 o'clock, and you see me posting no wins, but that's because I'm behavior trading. Behavior trading move too fast to call signals. Okay, it's just unfeasible. You can't do it. Okay, the only way you get in on these behavior trades is watch the markets yourself and learn the behavior trades. Okay, people in the group have learned that on their own just by seeing what we're talking about, what the market do. Okay, so and just like I put on the group, you might see me take 25 trades that day and call 4 signals. Okay, that's because I'm behavior trading. All right, so that's what you need to understand. Okay, I don't want anybody asking, hey, why you didn't call a signal on that? Because it's behavior trade. That's why I'm letting you know now. I'm not answering any questions or why questions, because all that stuff is just cause confusion. Okay, just because you ain't keeping up what's going on, then you're not going to put that burden on me. You're not going to be asking me all the unnecessary questions, because you need to keep up with the signal group. You're paying for the signal group. I'm going to provide for y'all your signals, okay? But you have to keep up with it, okay? If you don't have time to trade, you really probably ain't going to have time for the signals, okay? Because a lot of times, when stuff is going, people will be asleep, or they else on Facebook elsewhere. A lot of people say, well, I didn't have time to trade, but I see them on Facebook liking pictures, holding conversations with people, but you don't have time to trade, but you got time to be on Facebook. Okay, so I'm a person, I don't believe in excuses. I don't put up with excuses. Okay, I don't. I always say you need 3 or 4 hours a day of Forex, period. If you ain't got that type of time for Forex, then guess what? Then you're probably not going to be successful in Forex for a while. Okay, you're not going to be successful for a while. If you dipping in every hour or so, every few days, then you probably, not every hour or so, but if you're dipping in once a couple of days a week, because I ain't got time, you're gonna miss a whole bunch of signals. Okay, and again, it's gonna be zero tolerance for. Why did we lose this trade? Or is the trade still over? I mean, still going. Is the trade still valid? The trade is valid until I say it's not valid again. Again, on the tape, you're not going to get bombarded with 15, 25, 30, 40 signals. So you're not going to, I don't do that because I don't trade like that. I trade one at a time, okay? So I want to get that across, and I want everybody, because this video is going on 25 minutes, I plead for everybody to listen to this video 3 or 4 times. I don't want anybody missing anything, because it's going to be zero tolerance, okay? And I'm placing this video inside of all the other groups just because I don't want nobody had no excuse about that they didn't see it. Okay, if you don't take out the time to watch this video, because this is simple stuff. Don't place any information about the trades anywhere else in the group. Okay, the Signal group right now is it's where everybody can type on it. But let me tell you something. And I don't have it locked down. But I have it like this right here. We all grown. Okay. There is no need for anybody to be typing in the Signal group. Okay? There is no need for anybody to be typing in the Signal group. Anybody, okay? You got your signals. Everything about it is there. The signal's going to come with a possible buy and a possible sell. Okay? That's what the signal's going to come with. A possible buy and a possible sell. Now, some people that do pending orders, you can put a pending on the buy, put a pending on the sell. Then they're probably going to be the people that going to get money on every signal. Because it's going to go either way. Okay? It's going to go either way. Okay, so every signal will have 2 possibilities to it, all right? I want you to remember that. At least 2 possibilities for every signal. So, the questions about, so there's nothing that should be asked in the Signal group, okay? If I see people ask stuff in the Signal group, talking in the Signal group, I don't need the high fives, and I don't need the added boys. I don't get all hyped up about Forex. I've been doing it for so long now. It's nothing to it, okay? It is what it is, I know what I do. I trade. Okay, I trade full time. I'm not them other people that you see trading, and popping bottles last year, but now they're on the job. I'm not them individuals. Okay? But you have to pay attention to the group, okay? You have to pay, and I can't stress that enough. You are paying for signals. You need to pay attention to the signals, because everything you need to know is going to be in that group. So please don't type in the group, all right? I'm asking y'all. If not, I just have to lock it down and be done with it, all right? So, just please don't type in it, all right? But, that's not going to just get you kicked out the group. But, I'm asking, we all grown. Don't type in the group, okay? I can lock it, but I didn't. And I don't really feel like going back and do all that stuff again. So what I'm saying now, don't type in the group, all right? Another thing, like I said, I'm going back over this again, some key points that what will get you kicked out the group. Asking the people in the group about signals, have it hit take pay yet? Just asking somebody simply, had a signal hit take pay yet, will throw a lot of people off. You have people trying to find out which way that it's going. Do they need to get in? And somebody going to slip and say something about signals. Somebody slip and say something about signals, you get kicked out of everything of Texas Takeover. Groups, everything. I don't care what you pay. I don't care how cool we are. I don't care if you call me every day. I got people that call me every day. Text me every day. Inbox me every day. I don't care. If you disrespect my group like that, you're going to be kicked out. You're going to be permanently barred from anything with Texas Takeover. Because it doesn't make sense. If anybody want a signal, they would have joined you all. It's simple as that. All right. So please, the message group is nothing. No signal should be discussed in the message group. Okay. Period. All right. You want to discuss signal with somebody, that's in the signal group. You need to you need to, get with them, if you know they're in the signal group. But anybody, I'm gonna tell you too when it comes to signals, forex, y'all. When it comes to forex, y'all, ain't no love, and that's what I mean by that. I done remove people from my group. I removed a person from my group because she was sharing her stuff with her sister, and her sister came right back and told me she was so excited. She was so used to losing, and she got to winning. She inboxed me, appreciate it, thank you. Who are you? Well, my sister let me see stuff. I kicked out the group permanent, and she been trying to get back in ever since. Okay. So I mean, if you get caught sharing signals, then I mean, what is with somebody else that's in Texas Takeover that's not in the signal group? I mean, and you might share 4 or 5 of them. You might share some for 2 or 3 months, but it eventually come. It eventually come out, and as soon as you get caught, I mean, you get kicked out the group. Period. All right. Simple as that, okay? I'm not gonna hunt signals down and see who getting the same trade I'm getting, same trades I'm getting in. I don't do that. I mean, it's worthless, okay? I don't have time for that, all right? But I mean, if you get caught sharing signals, you done anything with Texas Takeover got. I mean, it's a done deal. I mean, it's over with. You gone, okay? Simple as that. So please, y'all, go back over this video 2 or 3 times. And, I'm not even going to ask how you watch the video because I'm placing this video in the signal group, okay? Anything you see me place, you need to be watching the video. If I place the video, you need to be watching it. And I know people have a hard time with watching videos, okay? But it's not, I don't care. I'm asking everybody to watch the video. And, if you don't watch this video and you do something like that's discussing the video, I'm kicking you out the group. And, and it is what it is. All right. Because, it's time out for people not be paying attention. People don't pay attention enough. There's a lot of people in the group that do not pay attention. And that's one of the main reasons why they are not getting anywhere, because they don't pay attention. Okay, so I'm gonna end this because I don't want it to be too much longer. It's 32 minutes already. Again, thank you for being a part of the signal service. Okay, you will benefit from it. Okay, it is what it is. Don't discuss the signals. I mean, you got a question for me, that's different, but you can inbox me. But like I said, I'm not going to be asking questions why we lost or is the signal still valid. I'm not answering them questions because I'm telling you now, you get one signal at a time because I trade one at a time. Okay, you get one signal at a time, and when that signal hit take pay or stop loss, then I will place it in the group. Okay. So you have all the activity about a signal. Any activity that you possibly will need to know, the take pay stop losses, that's gonna be in there. When it hit take pay, when it hit stop loss, you're gonna see it in the group. It hit take pay, it hit stop loss. Okay, you're gonna see that in the signal group. You won't see this in the messenger group. The messenger group is totally off limits to the signal group. Period. Zero tolerance. I don't care who it is. I don't care how cool we are. I don't care how much you pay for anything. And if you get to discussing the signals that we had in the messenger group, it's a done deal. I'm kicking you out. I don't care. I'm not trying to sound like a butt face, but it's time out for people, not being, I say it's time out for people not listening. And y'all know I'm zero tolerance. I'm zero tolerance. Everything I'm asking, I don't mean to sound hostile, but I mean it is what it is. I'm not being a butt face. I'm not being aggressive. I'm just being serious right now. I mean, people don't pay attention to anything hardly, and and anybody who asks questions, most of the questions I get most of the questions I get is questions that's being asked about stuff that we talked about in the group 100 times. Okay. And the first thing I say, this person ain't paying attention to nothing we done did. I see it. Okay, so So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all. Please go back on this video again, write some pointers down, whatever. But the main thing I want you to know is no signals need to be discussed in Texas Takeover group. Period. Okay. Everything about the signal is there. Everything about the signal is there. All right. And if you ask me a question pertaining to the signal that I noticed in this video, I'm gonna refer you back to this video. Please don't get mad. I'm just gonna refer you back to this video. If you ask me, is the signal still valid? I'm gonna refer you back to this video. Simple as that. Because I'm asking people to watch this video more than once, get an understanding of what's going on. Okay. Again, thank you for being a part of Texas Takeover Signals. Have a great day.